Ready?
Yes.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm filming, so we can go ahead.
Ready? All right. Hey guys, it's Chris Motionless. Just wanted to say thank you for checking out our ASMR studio update video. Things are going really well in the studio. The album's coming along great. It's called Disguise, and I've been trying a lot of new vocal techniques as I've really been into ASMR lately. A lot of whispering. In fact, all of the vocals are just exclusively whispering. And we wanted to give you a little bit of a preview of one of the songs. So, true.
I'm tired of being human, tired of being numb, waiting for the Holy Ghost to come.
Hey man, I'm Randy Randall. Nice to meet you.
Well, you're invited to the most exciting all-day party in
Pleasure, man. You fucking rock, dude. Hey, my cousin plays in a band down the street. You mind checking him out? Like, pull him up on YouTube right now.
A literal bug flew into my mouth.
Oh my god, look at that just fine piece of craftsmanship. My god.
Browntown bass.
Browntown bass. Is that like anal sex? And then we got this one. Oh my god. This one's just as beautiful. I got TE202. Goodness. That shit.
Great, yeah. It's interesting to me how it feels more real when each process gets done. Like when the music was done, I was like, oh wow, like
You know the sound of the album
yeah,
at
like
that point.
I now know the songs that are. This one's been this record's been a lot different because normally with other records I do melodies last. Like we focus on the music so much, and with Graveyard Shift I wanted to focus on the actual singing execution a lot more, but we still put off kind of creating the melodies and lyrics a little bit later in the process, which I wanted to do the exact opposite on this one. We just brought in the demos and went right for the melodies.
It's like building a house. You build the foundation so you can kind of see like the scape of it, and then you build the walls and you can kind of see like the rooms in the house, and then you start to like paint it and you start to put things in its place, and every step makes it exponentially feel like home.
Yeah.
You know, like an album is the home that you're going to live in for the next 2 years.
With every record we do, there's an overlying theme that typically flows through the majority of the songs, and that usually dictates the title of the album. Reincarnate was heavily about a rebirth for the band out of the ashes of our infamous album cycle. Graveyard Shift was centered around this sense of being proud of myself and our band and what our band had accomplished across a 10-year time period. And with this record, I heavily gravitated towards writing about the long journey of admitting to myself that I'm struggling with a lot mentally, and while simultaneously being in the best and happiest place of my life, I was also in one of the darkest places, and that contradiction of those feelings festered in my head and left me more and more confused about my life in general, to which it then manifested into deeper and deeper destructive feelings and actions as my time ignoring it went on, and until just one day I finally just lost it and broke down, and there begins basically the story of so many of these songs right there.
It feels more personal because since Chris is typically the writer for the lyrics, he wasn't mainly writing through his experiences in his personal life. It was a lot of shadowing on how we all feel, and more so like what we're all going through and the battles that we've had to face amongst each other. And there's been turmoil between certain people in the past, and it's kind of, you know, taken a toll on all of us. And it you could like tell that there's really some emotion and struggle and a lot of like fight in these lyrics, and it's very relatable.
Got blood on your dick, blood in the butthole. I'm taking a shit. Fuck you, you cuckold. Gold. That's gold, Jimmy.
That's gold. Gold. DNA still works.
Yeah.
And then I, for some reason, keep going back to the word code.
That's also
like
cool.
coding. So if you look down to the lyrics in verse 1, or just go through the lyrics, or the chorus would probably be the place to let you know. So it's like, of one mind, of one soul, we unite to write our code. And then I thought this was one of those like dumb lines that we do, so bleed your message at the tone, so we don't have to feel alone. I like that.
Cool. Yeah.
There's so many other lines, like verse 2 is my favorite, because I feel like that gets between the gray we medicate hypnotic unity, like we're uniting through our love for music. In between the notes we surrender the host and become the energy.
That's cool.
Meaning like we have an out-of-body experience.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Now, for us, I wait until we have all the music picked to start writing the lyrics and the singing, and that's where I think I struggle the most. Is I have such a distinct vision about what I want and what I want to hear and what I want to read, what I want to say, and it's like it's nearly impossible to get that out sometimes.
Do you feel like a psycho, dirty needle rodeo, fading your disease like a jizz in a pajizz?
It's good. That would have been the best part.
When you've had a long, hard day,
The best part.
out there working hard for your family, there ain't nothing like coming home to a nice ice-cold Coors Light. Dodge Ram.
You're gonna be so famous.
Am I gonna? You're gonna be famous. I think that I've written a lot of lyrics before that I really loved and I thought were strong, that were either noted by fans or just completely overlooked by others. With Graveyard Shift, I think the biggest set of comments I've seen is that in a lot of moments, some of the lyrics that are more like what we just call the ridiculous, funny, amusing lyrics overshadowed a lot of the really good, serious lyrics. And while I think that that's part of our identity to do that and have, moments in the songs that show our full character as a band, that's just not where I was mentally on this record. I wanted to have the entire record, give or take one or two songs that we'll always have that are fun. I wanted the record to feel really serious and really real and really honest. They always are, but this one really, really drives that home. And I think that's where the biggest difference is. You can read the lyrics are very thought out and very much me taking this mass amount of things I wanted to try to say and get across and trying to shave it down to what could be in a song. There's some songs that the lyrics change throughout each chorus, which is not a typical move in music. Like, a lot of the lyrics kind of repeat throughout. I just had so much to say that I just changed lyrics all over the place, and it's just an effort to really, enhance that part of my art, so to speak. And I'm most proud of the lyrical advances on this record compared to everything else.
I know that it seems like a super giant cliche for any band or artist to say, you know, our stuff sounds way better this time. We're better musicians this time around. But I feel like you really can hear the difference when you listen to the newer songs versus even songs from Graveyard Shift. I feel like just the writing and how everything comes together and flows together, everything sounds like songs instead of just, I mean, they're all songs, but this is bad.
That was the best one, baby. My God. Let's do one more. I said one more previously, but this one's a real one.
I just want to hear the breakdown.
Sick.
That's a good one. Oh shit, there it is.
That sounded great. How'd that feel?
Good.
Yeah, that take felt good.
I think I started working on the record in January or February. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't fully remember. It could have been anywhere between January and May of 2018. And I think one of the bigger moments of like feeling like, okay, this record's going to be special was, you know, as they said, we work remotely a lot. There hasn't been a lot of moments where we've gotten together as a band, or even the three of us. I think the last time I can remember the three of us working on a song together was at your house in 2015 or 2016. I think it was December of 2015. We got together and we started working on what became Hourglass.
That was when Ryan and I lived together.
Yeah, that was when you guys, I remember going across the hallway and being like, Ryan, come help us now.
We've always had to be present in the studio to record, and this was the first time that we got to kind of sit down and work at our own pace and use our own guitars and record our own stuff and then send them off to spread their wings and fly.
I liked this one.
Try that again. Sounded like poop. If I go to a different track to record, is that gonna not have the same shit on it? Yeah.
It was after Warped Tour, we went and worked with Matt Squire, and just watching the three, I think we were there for 2.5, 3 days. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so to me, just getting to sit there and see you guys be so excited about what was happening, and there was that chemistry, like, it just felt great to me to see that after all that time had gone through. And, you know, I remember when working on Hourglass, we were probably all just like, can't wait to go home and work on this myself. Oh! Like, you know, and that's my fault. I'm the most frustrating person to write with.
Yeah, sorry to make you do it again, Mike, but I'm just a little picky. You gotta pick.
Ricky will tell you that every time we do a record. You know, but I just felt like that was the first time there was no frustration. It was like idea from Ryan, idea from Ricky, me and Matt working together. I don't know, it just lit a fire in me, and then that's when things really took off for writing, whether it was me working with them, working personally, remotely, or working with the other producers that I work with. it just, I don't know, that was the beginning of like, this record is gonna be something really special.
I feel like a lot of it was me going, that sounds like it'd be all right, and Ryan going, I don't know if that's gonna work, and me going, it sounds like it's fine. I don't know, but that might clip a little bit. Nah, it's fine. You'll never know. There's distortion on the guitars. You'll be fine. I don't know, and then we'd have to go back through, and I'm the. Hold on, my box is beeping.
That's what she said.
I'm the guy that's very like, it's fine, everything's fine, it sounds great, no one will know, and Ryan is much more like, no, it has to be done this way, it's got to be right, otherwise not good enough.
I'm not that strict.
You're like the halfway point between me and Chris.
Okay, I'll take that.
I was just thrilled to see that there's still that there between all of us, and despite our on-tour troubles that we may have run into, or personal anythings that we have, it just was awesome to have that. So yeah.
What is so funny about it?
It's just so good.
Oh God.
It's like you're stay in school for the love of God. Cherish it for the love of God.
Before and after auto-tune. I think it needs to happen. Just drops his sword.
God damn it! Shut up! I'm recording.
I think another thing in line with the conversation of what's different about this record versus the other ones is that, not that Ricky hasn't sang on other records, but not at the volume in which he sings on this one, and then
I sang so much louder.
that's not what I mean. At the capacity or the magnitude that you sing on this record, and then this is the first time where we've heard Ryan actually scream on a record ever. Correct? Is that
Ever.
right? Ever?
Yep.
Ever.
First
ever.
time doing vocals ever.
Yeah. We'll talk about you, but next. But I feel like the main moment for me when you guys came to the studio to record was hearing what your scream sounds like recorded. Why are you so mad?
What do you mean? I'm not mad.
Sounds great.
Sounds heavy.
I remember just being like
angry.
I don't know how to accurately.
You're like, you sound so hateful.
Yeah.
There's so much hate in you.
Yes, like you sing. I think the main part where you hear you like soloed in the record is the "Don't pray for me" in Thoughts and Prayers. And whenever I hear that, I'm just like, I'm going to fucking die in this next part. Like your scream helps anyone know that they're going to fucking die.
Like how to formally scream.
Okay.
You want to try to figure it out?
Sure.
All right. I'll voice it in for you so you know where it's at.
Okay.
Just to this, or is it a good height?
I'll go up a tiny bit.
My job here is to.
Oh my.
I will marry you.
Well, your scream sounds fucking awesome. You're singing it in a different pattern, but your scream sounds great.
I'll give him a job.
I think that all of us were just like, whoa, did the singer of Bury Your Dead just walk in?
Oh my God.
Not so just fucking.
Because that's who it sounds like to me. I feel like you sound very similar to him, so that's cool. That's the guest feature right there.
Where's all this hate? Where's all this hate coming from in your voice?
All over the place. Very nerve-wracking at first. Once once I got like a couple takes in, I didn't want to stop.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Do you feel like that was like a moment where like a different side of you came to light and got a chance?
100%. Yeah.
Do you want to scream more? Do you want to scream on more Motionless records?
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, in that case, then we'll let the fans decide. You tell us if you like Ryan screaming, and it's in your hands. How about you, Ricky? Ricky's sang and screamed here and there on the records. I think most notably on Moments on Creatures, and I think since then it's kind of just been very, very few and far between, aside from like gang vocal parts or whatnot. But with this record, I really, for me, it was more like, okay, I know Ricky can sing, but I didn't really know it at the level that I did once he started doing his own solo music and covers and whatnot that you put on YouTube. And then the first big moment that I think I heard Ricky sing was the Eternally Yours cover. And that was just a conversation that we had where we wanted to do something different, and we had to come up with something special for like a release in Japan for Graveyard Shift, and we just talked about it, and he was like, yeah, I'll do it. And I heard it, and I was like, who is this angel that is singing this song better than I am? And I just totally fangirled over it, and I was like, I gotta have Ricky sing more. I don't know if it's just an issue where it just never came into my head to have you do it, or if you just feel more confident now than you ever did. Is that, do you just feel?
Probably, yeah. I definitely, I think from singing live definitely helps boost the confidence and to know that I can hit the notes. And I think it's been hard because I'm still at a point where I'm trying to be comfortable with how I sound. And even up to the point of recording that part in Undead Ahead 2, I was like, I've recorded myself 100,000 times in my room. I know how I sound like, and I don't think this is gonna work. And then
and superstition.
Yep, super hard.
Did I write that in the lyrics for you? Superstition?
And superstition collide.
I need guidance. That's the problem.
I don't know how, you tell us how much you want us to guide you, and we will show you the way. Especially on the next song.
And superstition collide.
You working out, Rick? Because your arms are looking bulgy.
Superstition collide.
Nothing.
No, I haven't.
Superstition
I probably lost weight
collide.
since the last time I saw you.
Maybe it's just, I don't know what
Where
it is.
reality and superstition collide.
Ricky Beef is back.
And I think we have footage actually of
we
us
do.
hearing it, and I was just like, wow, okay, this is actually, he made me sound good somehow. But I think
how's that? He didn't make it. You made it.
Well, I think it helped having somebody there to kind of direct me on what I was doing, whereas when I'm in my room, I don't know why I can't. There's certain words that I'm saying that I don't know, they sound weird, and where JD would tell me, you know, open your mouth more when you say this, or try to push more on this word, and I think that was really helpful to kind of get the best out of my voice, and I've never had that before.
It just gives an album so much more depth to have more people in the band present on it. I don't know, but there's no guest vocals on this record, so if you want to consider it, it'd be that these guys are featuring on the record, and
with the guests.
Yeah, I think you're gonna do it a lot more, because I really like singing, and I think that my singing is better on this record than even the last record. But
definitely,
I want to hear you guys. The fans want to hear you guys. I mean, oh, Ricky, the voice of an angel. The comments I saw from you singing Undead Ahead are just, it's great.
See, the problem with that is I don't know.
Always a problem.
I appreciate the comments, but I don't know who actually thinks that it sounds good and who is just like, oh, everyone else thinks it sounds good, so yeah, he sounds good. But I'm happy with how it turned out, so thanks.
Oh, did I miss the take? I know that I'm gonna be fine! One more. I know that I'm gonna be fine!
I am locked within the box I built from the inside out, reassured by my doubt. I
Sounded like a more of a sex noise.
circles the drain with a smile. Oh. Circles the drain with a smile.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, daddy. You got that one. That one was hot.
Get up and amplify!
I think it's the loop is cutting me off too quick.
It's still recording.
Give me liberty or death. Charge me more and pay me less. I said, give me liberty or death. Alright. Cause I'm tired of feeling comatose. I've lost the me that I love most. I'm barely holding on to smoke.
Feeling it. Feeling it.
I found myself by losing hope. I lost my way to find a home. I hid myself. I was losing myself in my disguise. My disguise. My disguise. I may bend, but I won't break.
You got a nice ass.
Where are you going?
Where you going, boy?
Where are you going? See ya, Rick.
Go ahead.
Because that there's me. There's me. There's me. There's me. There's me.
That's 8 years off. That'll do that to you.
Is it haunted in that room?
You can leave the door open.
Do you have the lights off? Is that why it's so
not
scary
haunted
in there?
enough. I don't know what happened.
Good job.
The first one was good. That wasn't as good.
Sounded great.
I'll take a break if you want. Okay, well that makes up for it. Yeah.
Because that there's me.
That's my boy.
What will I become?
Cool. Just like one more like that.
One more? Definitely did not do that.
Real life, help me. I'm addicted to ginger shots. What if we put...
Some days I feel like I just want to shit my motherfucking pants. Yo, that sounds pretty good.
Hello, my name is Drew Folk, and I'm a producer here in Hollywood, California.
My name is Chris Motionless, and I'm from Scranton, Pennsylvania. I'm the singer of Motionless in White.
That's all you had. That's all you got. You could have been like, I'm the most awesome person in the whole world. Men and women around the globe.
I have more pumpkins tattooed on me than anyone else on the planet. My innards are caramel covered.
It's not even funny. But it's funny. My innards are caramel coated.
My innards are caramel coated. That's like the angry piper. That's like the dirty piper in the streets. La 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 la
I love how far you're dragging it out.
Yeah.
I was so grateful to work with Drew again on this record, and I think even more in this one than what we did in the last one, since he mixed this record as well. I think it's pretty rare to come by people that can completely see your vision and help contribute to achieving it in so many ways, rather than either struggling to understand it or trying to sway you to change things to be more how they do it.
I always want to say no, but I always say yes. That's what she said.
That's
Keeps. You know how I am with trying to get every letter and every consonant or vowel enunciated.
Well, you should probably hit those again.
Beautiful keeps.
Drew and I have been friends since 2012, and it's really hard for me to hit it off with people, but on the first day of getting to know each other, we talked about some really personal stuff that you don't openly chat about with people that you just met. At least I don't. And I just knew that we were going to be long-term friends and help each other succeed for many years to come, and I'm just so grateful for Drew in my life.
Yeah.
We shared a bed.
We shared a bed.
Because, we were saving money for some reason.
Yeah.
And we actually wrote part of, what is the song? Is it Wasp?
Yeah. When
We
you
wrote
say it like
part
that,
of
it sounds
Wasp.
really interesting. We shared a bed, we wrote Wasp. You know what Wasp is about. This is taking a really weird direction, really weird turn. Damn it, you turned it on.
So every day we meet up around 11. I usually get here around 10 or 10:15 and just kind of get in the vibe. And then Chris rolls over between 10:30 and 11 usually.
Yeah.
It usually starts with a coffee run. We have like our morning routine of just talking about what we need to accomplish and what we thought about yesterday.
This is what I do. I have to. Drew agrees. You gotta get the pre-sip shake. Starbucks shake.
So it cools everything down.
We're here at the Starbucks Reserve today because regular coffee just isn't gonna cut it when you were doing an album with me, right?
You gotta have the full-blown energy boost to get this.
Chris, you want to taste my cherry?
No, that's disgusting.
And then we get into the studio back around 11:45, and we just start working on, whatever's on the agenda that day.
Yeah.
Dad! Dad! Incorporated!
Sick.
2 or 3.
French toast is so good.
I'm going pancakes number 1.
Yeah, I'm going
pancakes number 1 because
Wait.
there's nothing like a good maple syrupy, fluffy ass pancake. It's just so filling and
The best thing pancakes has to offer is banana nut pancakes.
no.
You're
Chocolate
talking
chip.
about the griddle cakes that we went and ate. Those are pancakes.
Those are different kinds of pancakes. They're not legally pancakes.
That's fine. Every type of French toast is included. Every type of waffle is included, and every type of pancake is included in this question.
I stand by what I said.
Yeah,
It's really nice to be in California and working on the album, having multiple spots to get food or coffee to start your day and feel comfortable. The city just has this larger than life perception to it, and I think that that's kind of inspiring. When you come here to work on a record, you are inspired by that overall atmosphere, and you kind of want to match the intensity of where you're at by making a larger than life album.
Yeah, and I think everyone here is here for a reason. I always say no one moves to Los Angeles to just pay 6 times what any normal human should pay for rent and utilities. So it's like you're surrounded by people that have like this goal and this vision, and I think Los Angeles has a little bit of a, like you said, a larger than life sound, which I think is reflected in this album for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, when I hear Graveyard Shift and this one compared to the others, it's like it sounds just like it's on a whole other level, a whole different league of sound, and I do think that that's just because we're in a place that kind of breeds that drive and that kind of passion.
The key to recording in time for us is we had to fly in a special guest studio assistant.
It's this guy up here, if you want to come around and check him out. Here's what I call the metronome. He's what helps keep you in time. What you think you hear is the click track inside the DAW, the program.
It's him tapping his little feet.
Yeah.
On that thing.
Yeah. We imported him from where the fuck do gnomes come from?
Switzerland?
Switzerland, Denmark, somewhere in Europe. I don't know.
Yeah,
He was
Icelandic country.
so expensive, but crucial to the creation of the album. So
his name's Mbatente. He's the metronome.
Start from there again.
Yeah.
He's always on time.
One of the coolest things about Drew is that he's unreal at writing music in almost any genre. I mean, I would come into the studio in the afternoon and listen to a song that he was writing for another artist in the mornings, and it's like fucked up how good he is. he's like one of the most versatile producers I've ever seen, and I'm worried that by the time we do another record, we won't be able to get him because he'll be working on like the next fucking Beaver record or something like that. So keep us in mind, Drew, when you're at the top.
That sounded great.
That's a fucking wrap. That's a fucking wrap. We are done.
That sounded great.
We are done. Let's get this fucking fire started. God damn it. Disguise. Shoot 7th.
Oh, I don't. I guess I'll just sit here and work all day. Rather be with my friends at the football game.
At the football game, at the football game. Oh, I'd rather see my friends at the football game. Not this one. This is the one that I think I like the most.
Yeah. Woo! I don't know about you, but I'm ready to face my disguise.
I define who I become.
DeBleek
Yes,
and
we
Jeff
are.
Dunn tracking for the new hit Guitar Hero Motionless song. You ready to hear JD's solo? Let's go. Nailed it, dude.
It was around February that I started working with our friend Justin DeBleek on all the vocals for their album. We started in LA, and then we felt that it would actually be a really nice change of pace if we relocated to somewhere that felt a little more at home for the both of us. So we ended up migrating to Rochester, New York, where he is from, and it was nice for me because it felt, similar to home, East Coast, pretty normal town, and it just felt like home, and that was really nice to record in a place that felt like that. And that's where we kept working on all the vocals. It was my first time working with JD, and I had an absolute blast. Our humor was pretty much identical, which was dangerous because we probably spent more time joking around and laughing than actually recording the record. But that's my favorite part about the process. The relationship you have with people that you're working with that closely can seriously enhance your productivity beyond your expectations.
Wow. You got what it takes, man. You've got what it takes. You've got, as they say, it. You've got it. You ready? Take 3. Here we go.
Am the it guy.
Take 3.
The barely holding on to smoke!
God. JD, man. JD DeBleek. Justin DeBleek. Just, I want to be on your side. When you are making millions of dollars, you remember this moment right here. This moment that I pushed you to be
It's all
great.
play money.
And there he was, Batman, ascending from the skyline of Gotham City. Except he forgot. Except he forgot his pants. And now he's pantsless. Man. Pantsless man.
good.
One more time.
Get in here. I'll tell you what you're gonna become. You're gonna become a famous rock god. You're gonna be a famous rock star with that scream. I'll tell you, that's the best scream I've ever heard. You should be the lead screamer of a band. JD, lead screamer of
Lead screams.
lead screamer.
Lead dirties.
Jizzerless.
Just a couple of jizzers working on the new Jizzerless In White.
No? Can I hear it?
It's Jizzerless Incarnate. Jizzerless In White. Jizzerless In White. This is called Jizz Incarnate.
I'm Chris Jizzerless.
I think one of my favorite moments with JD is just he brought up the word jizz and how no one says it anymore. So we basically spent like 2 weeks worth of time just changing every word to start with the word jizz, and it just got so out of hand. But I don't know. I just remember that as being one of my favorite moments because it just was endless laughter for. I don't know, we felt like we were fucking 12 years old again, and the word was like newly discovered and hilarious. I don't know why it was so funny, but it was.
You could call me Jizz or Chrisless.
What's up? I'm Chris Jizzerless from Jizzerless and White.
Yes.
Yes.
Get into it. Oh, watch out! It's a grizzly bear!
People just don't say jizz anymore.
They don't. Why? It's such a good word. It's like an 80s word. Oh, I'm gonna come on that. No, I'm a jizz on that.
Jizzer lips.
Jizzerless In White.
Where did jizzer come from?
And never mind the fact that you feel like you're just hanging out with your friends rather than it feeling like a job, which is really important to me. I'm pretty sure that Drew was ready to kill us during most of all the fucking off that me and JD did and not working that we did, but he got through it like a champ.
I think this actually might be the good one. Might be the best.
Oh!
I like the at the end. That's.
I will.
I should put that on a shirt.
Oh!
Without the guitars. Holy shit. Good old Freddie Mercury stopped by for guest vocals on the new Motionless record. Hey, you. Are you a terrible vocalist like Chris Motionless?
I am.
Well, guess what? For just $100.99 on top of that $100, making it a grand total of $199.99, you can get Botox.
Yeah, just as important to me, obviously, was JD's attention to detail and his professionalism, and that was pretty much identical to mine as well. And I think it was just a perfect match for us to work together in that sense too. And he's one of the most all-around talented people that I've ever had the chance to work with, and I'm really, really happy that we now have another dimension to our friendship and we can continue to work together. And I'm really proud of what he helped with on this record. And yeah.
Hey, JD. JD how do you say your last name? JD.
What? Chris.
Hi.
Hi.
Leave the package at the door. You're a cock and nothing more. I feel like this record is, from all the records from Creatures till, or let's even go back to When Love Met Destruction till now, I think that this is the first time in our career where we've done two records that sound close enough to each other to say rather than it being a complete departure from the sound like Creatures Infamous was criticized for, or whatever other comments we've gotten, I think Graveyard Shift and Disguise are very, very similar. I think that's the first time we've ever done that. Like we've never kind of said like, okay, this is where we want to stay. We've always been trying to evolve and go to the next step. And I think we did evolve, we did go to the next step, but in a different way where it was more based on refinement than recreation and reinvention. So I really like that about this record. It's the most similar sounding record to another record that we've had. I don't know if you guys get that.
No, perfectly. I mean, I think Reincarnate was like the perfect transitional album to the sound that we wanted exactly.
Yeah, I think that Reincarnate was like touching on where we wanted to be. Graveyard Shift was like, this is what we've been wanting to do all along. And I feel like we say that every record, like, this is what we wanted.
Reincarnate, we were shopping for the house. Graveyard Shift, we bought the house.
Exactly.
Disguise, we're
just fixing
decking
up the
that
house.
shit out. Yeah.
So I completely agree with Ryan in that regard.
Great. More good stuff.
It's just, I don't know, it's really cool to me to see that in one way or another over every record the fans' influence has been integrated into what happens, but this one being, I think the feedback really did influence a lot of the writing on this one, and most notably in that there's going to be a sequel track to a song on Creatures called Undead Ahead, so we're going to do an Undead Ahead too, because the first one sucked, and first one sucked, and I really wanted to do a better version of that song, and I think that fans really want that heavy horror-based, darker, spooky sound from what we do. It's a fun thing to do. Yeah, and it felt like a right time to do something like that, and give fans a throwback to Creatures track in every way, and but still sounds like where the band's at now. You know, I think you've said it to me before. It feels like you say it better than I do.
Yeah, it feels like they knew their sound very early on, and then over the records after that, they learned how to write, and they learned how to perform, and they learned what works live and what doesn't work live, and what their fans, really feel connected to. And so it's like they made a full circle with this sequel track, and they're using the same paint, the same paintbrushes, but they're painting like a bigger, more like exotic picture. So it feels like it still feels like a fresh take for you guys, but it feels completely connected to what people first fell in love with.
Yeah, exactly. So that's probably the best way to put it.
Yeah.
We took what people fell in love with about Motionless and made an entire record out of it.
Just try to put it at 120%.
Yeah. So, and it's just great that it feels good for the three of us, and I think it's going to feel good for the fans. And
it fits on the album too. It doesn't feel weird. It actually feels fan.
I feel it hit exactly what we wanted on the head, as opposed to style and being able to just explore all our options, and we had all the time in the world to do that, and I feel like this is a very solidified version of exactly what Motionless in White is.